be careful what you post online, because once you post it there, it is there for life. It is there forever. And people can always dig up, pull up something, a picture, a video, a tweet, or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? And boom.
Tell us about a moment where you wish you would have said something and you didn't. There's nothing better than this. Say what you mean. 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 Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Aida Rodriguez, and welcome to another episode of Say What You Mean, where individuals come by to tell us the stories of those moments where they wish they would have spoken up and they didn't. And it doesn't necessarily have to be an angry story. We have had some heartwarming stories. Mainly the men cry on this show. So let's see what happens today. I usually start every episode with my own Say What You Mean. And this one is not going to be a jovial one. I am a comedian, as many of you know. And on one of the nights when I was doing a show, I was going to a comedy club on Melrose. And as I was pulling up on the street, there was just a bunch of traffic. And I pulled up, and a car that was trying to get in front of me couldn't. He got upset. But I couldn't let him in because I would have caused a collision if I did. So when I pulled over to park, he pulled over next to me and cussed me out and threatened to beat me up. And he was in a car with two women and a dude. There were two couples. And mainly I was going to say something to him, but there's not much that you can say to a fuckboy who pulls up on a woman and threatens to beat her. I do want to talk to the people who were in the car who were complicit while a man pulled over on a woman who was in a car by herself and threatened to cause her harm. Hopefully, sis, I hope that that's not your man anymore. And if it is, I hope that you're okay. Because I'm a stranger. If he threatened to beat me, I'm worried about your well-being. And for the other people that were in the car, y'all are trash. That is just absolutely egregious, because you wouldn't have pulled up on a dude and did that. So I got that off my chest. Now I can move on. And, you know, we've had some really interesting guests and really good guests. And really people who get to share their craft and their art and create some of the characters that we love. This next person coming, I'm used to stand-up coming to the mic, but he is coming to the mic, is someone that I've watched on All American, on the Vince Staples show, which is coming back, and we got to find out what happened, because it was crazy. He has a movie called Stay Out, and he is Los Angeles' own, born and raised, Kareem Grimes.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here. But most importantly, definitely a fan of your work. So you're very,
Ditto.
very funny.
I appreciate you. You know, I be
you
watching
for a
the show
while.
and you just be popping out of nowhere. I'm
Right.
like, there he go again.
There he go
Got
again.
another job.
Yeah. God is good.
How does
sure.
that feel?
Just the hard work. You know, I started in this game in the 80s, you know, and, you know, just grinding it out, staying consistent, believing. And, you know, now it's just like, you don't really look at it while you're in it. You're just like, all right, let me get this job. Let me get to the next job, to the next job, to the next job. And I think now everything is just starting to, like, you know, for the past few years, everything's kind of like popping up. People like, oh, yeah, I see you in this and this and this and this. So, yeah, it's a blessing.
It is. You are Los Angeles' own. I'm always interested in people who are actually from here, because the reputation of Los Angeles is often tainted by people who are not even from here. They come here.
Yep.
Where did you grow up?
Born and raised in Inglewood, California.
Beautiful.
99th and Crenshaw, right around the corner from the Forum.
Nice.
So really homegrown, grew up around Los Angeles area, went to school in LA, went to Palisades, then transferred to Dorsey High School, finished there, went to Cal State LA, and voila. So when I say, you know, true LA, for real.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And do you live over there?
Yeah, I'm in the Baldwin Hills area.
I mean, that's a lot of people getting robbed. So he lives in Studio City.
Studio City. I live in the IE. No, just
I know. It's the white people robbing people over there. They're
yeah,
stealing
for
the
real.
land,
For
the
real, they are.
identities. They
Yes, they are.
It's so many white people in Inglewood. You know what? I love. Did you go to Kendrick's concert when he did that
I did
concert?
not go to Kendrick's concert, but I was definitely at home watching it live.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
sure, definitely.
Because you
support
wasn't
that
at my
brother.
show that night. Because I had a show that night. And I just expected people to be there.
Yeah, Kendrick. Listen, the pop out show. Kendrick had everybody from LA there. So
Yeah,
it was
it's
beautiful.
great. I love Los Angeles. When I first moved here, I lived in Culver City.
Okay, yeah.
But my son used to get his hair cut at the Millennium on
Yep.
Crenshaw.
On Crenshaw, yep.
And that's where I used to get my hair braided, and my daughter used to get her hair braided. And I used to go to Earl's over there.
Yeah, I've been eating at Earl's when Earl's was just a hot dog cart
Yes.
on King and Marlton.
Oh, wow.
Because my mom did hair in the beauty salon, which is over there by the Flying Fox. No longer there,
Yeah.
but that little area. So I've been eating at Earl's for 20, 30 some years.
Yeah, it's
So
great.
yeah. For
I used
sure.
to get my gumbo from the Gumbo Shack.
Okay,
and
yeah.
like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so I like to talk about words. That's what this show is about. In this city where we do have a prominent gang culture,
Yeah.
words are very important. They can be, very dangerous. We've seen this active beef between Drake and Kendrick, and that's
Right.
all words.
Right.
And how do you feel words affected you growing up? Did you feel like you had to be careful what you said?
Wow, that's a good question. A little bit, not really, because being from LA and playing organized sports,
Okay.
most of the, if not all of the guys that you played organized sports with, people were from different sections.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, just by you playing sports, I can be able to go see my friend in a certain neighborhood and not have to worry about that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But yeah, of course, you you definitely watch certain things that you say. But I think when I was coming up, it's really certain colors you wear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? More than the words that you said. So that's what it was for me growing up. It was just like, if you going over here off of Crenshaw and Vernon, you can't wear no red. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. If you over there in the jungles, don't wear no blue. You know what I mean? So that was a thing more than words per se. But yeah, that's what it was. But I think for me just growing up, I think I had to learn early on because of just finding my passion.
Right.
Hearing words like no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not good for this role or whatever.
Okay.
So, I had to, create thick skin at an early age. So, yeah.
Acting is, or all of entertainment is, a
Yeah.
rejection-based business.
For
and
sure.
you have to turn those no's into yeses. And the reason I like to ask those questions about the community is because even though gangs have this stigma, right now when we have this new administration, when they're talking about how they're going to just go in and redo all this stuff, gangs also have a positive beginning.
for
They
sure.
started to protect the community. And I like to always destigmatize stuff like that because I know people who are not in gangs and are probably more evil than anybody I know. And they're in the government, they're in mayor positions, and then some of those people will take the clothes off their back and give it to you, right?
Yeah.
Did you feel protected in your community by those that were around?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, for me, it was definitely a village. You know what I mean? I know for a fact, my neighbor, at least 6 houses down where I grew up at, in Lamert Park, that was my second home. So when I came from school and my mom was still at work, I was there. They fed me. If I needed to take a shower, I had that. I had that available to me. So for me, I definitely truly believe, it was a community that definitely raised me. So yeah, I definitely big shout out to the Stokes for sure.
So how much does it mean to you? What does it mean to you to put on for the city, right? Because this place is
Yeah.
filled with people that come from Iowa, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
they
yeah,
just
yeah,
become.
yeah.
But you are like a staple. You
Yeah.
are you are a not a variable, a constant in Hollywood. and you are from the community. How
Yeah.
much does it feel? How does it feel to
It
do
feels
that?
amazing. I think for me, just growing up, seeing that there weren't that many people who were really from LA and really putting on. So, I just told myself if I'm able to continue in this business and really get to that status, to really do it the right way. I like to
Yeah.
say do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? No scandals, no craziness. And, to this day I still go into my community. So
That's beautiful.
any given time, I'm Inglewood, Crenshaw, the Nickersons, wherever, for me, just doing community service and community work, I'm able to go into these neighborhoods because of, like, I'm really from LA and I know people in these different sections. And, if they, need me to pop up and do something, I'm there. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just, my way of just giving back. And, really, like I said, just doing it the right way.
It's interesting. You're the second actor to sit at that chair today and said, I did it with no scandals. Tina Torres was here before you, and she said the same thing. And I think that's really important. And it is like instrumental information to give young people who are trying to come up, that want to do what we do.
Yeah.
To say that there is hope for those of you who don't want to be negotiated, who want to do it the right way through hard work.
Yeah, but I think a lot of it too is that, everybody has a cell phone. So we've seen this track of, oh, I want to go viral and I got to do some of the stupidest
Yes.
to get the views and to get the likes. And it's just like, when we were coming up, there was no social media.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was literally you either had it or you didn't.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So for me, I definitely try to tell people, like, listen, if you plan on just doing anything in life, be careful what you post online, because once you post it there, it is there for life. It is there forever. And people can always dig up, pull up something, a picture, a video, a tweet, or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? And boom, no job, or, now your reputation is in question and the whole nine. So I think for me, coming up in the time that I came up in and really seeing, how people moved and just being around in the situations and the areas, to be able to say, okay, not do that. Okay, I can do this, not do that. That just carried on to, my adult life. And then when social media came, it was just like, okay, I know what this is. So I'm going to use it as a tool to promote who I am. At that time, I was working 3-4 jobs and as an actor. So my whole thing was like, I'm a working actor. So,
Nice.
and, so to this day, I tell people I still got pictures and videos from when I first got on Instagram. I didn't delete nothing. So you can search and scrape in the whole nine, but you will not see anything that's questionable, or be like, I don't know, Kareem, you was out there wilding. I don't have none of that.
I wish I could say that. I had to tell you. I had to. It's some relationships that ended.
Yeah, of course.
It don't look good for me.
Right.
I don't see no reason why these people should still be on my page. We don't speak no more.
Hilarious.
But I think that's great, though. I think that, and you just spoke to my soul. You ain't got to do no stupid shit on the internet. I just have to, because, you get desperate and people start saying the way to do. So the way to get popular is to do that shit, but that I don't know if I necessarily want to be popular. I want to be successful for being good.
Yeah, it's I liken to, this is a marathon for me, not a sprint. You know what I mean? I want longevity in this game, and those who do the stupid, of course, they get their fame in 15 minutes, but then, what else is there after that? You either have to keep up doing that stupid stuff just to be able to gain that notoriety and attention. And then, you got to wake up in the morning and look yourself in the mirror and be like, man, I got to go ahead and do some more ignorant stuff to get these likes.
And it's hard to keep up because them 8-year-olds grow up.
That part.
You out there doing all that dumb shit. It's little kids.
No.
Because they can't go to the comedy club,
Absolutely.
And then they grow up and they're like, I don't like this dumb shit no more. And then they start calling you old.
Right. I'm in that phase now. They be like, man, you the GOAT. I'm like, why y'all throwing this around? Like, what? No.
I hate when I was doing a show the other day and they were like, she's a legend. I was like, fuck you.
I'm like, I'm not there yet.
Damn legend.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like I had to say, I appreciate it,
Of
but
course.
that's not where I'm at with it.
Nah, they overuse GOAT, legend, brilliant, genius, like all those.
It's really
words.
just GOAT and legend.
Oh yeah.
Like you look under my man, you the GOAT. I'm like, no,
That's great.
I'm not. Thanks, but I'm not. Appreciate it.
Is there a moment where you feel that there was a time where you wish you would have said something and you didn't?
Oh yeah, several things. I think for me,
The fact that
I got one. I got two. If I could share two, I was at an audition, and I was getting ready to go in, and so you've been there. Hallway, the casting doors open, and I'm getting ready to go in. A lady says, we are trying to figure out Ray J's availability for the role of Joe Blow." And I'm looking like, oh, this is Joe Blow. And I just really wanted to say, ma'am, I can hear you. I'm right here. Do I need, like, why you need me here then if that's the case? You know what I mean? So, but I didn't. It was just like, okay, just go in there and do your best. And I think the second one is I was at a friend's party maybe 2 summers ago. And this girl, she was beautiful in the whole nine. When she opened her mouth, she had so much tartar.
Oh,
That was right on her teeth, and I really just wanted to tell her, like, baby girl, do you know that you have all this tartar buildup on your teeth and that maybe you want to do something about it? Because when you smile, it's like the sun is like in your mouth.
it's yellow.
It's yellow. And it was just like, I looked at her and I was just like, and I know, because it's in my face. I could be like,
It makes you do like this.
yeah, I wanted to go in there and be like this. I just wanted to do that, but I was like, oh, okay, thank you. And, she was like, I love your show and I love what you do. And like, I can tell she was flirting. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know what? I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And I didn't say nothing, but I really it was to the point where I should have just like, hey, baby girl.
Do you think she would have received that though?
That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm like,
Then,
listen.
she would have been posting on Instagram how rude you were to her one time.
But I would have been like, hey, y'all, tell her to smile.
Yeah, he tried to diminish my light. They didn't know it was the sun in her mouth.
It was the sun in your mouth. Like, God, dog. But yeah, I think that's what I feel like I should have said something, but I didn't.
How often do you feel that you're battling between saying too much and not saying enough? I love that was the dot in the
like literally I was just having this conversation. It was just like, man, sometimes I just want to create a fake account and just really just go on there and really say what I really want to say.
Me too.
Like really like, you guys are ignorant. That is the stupidest thing. And why are you guys like I literally, I just got on Threads and I literally was just like, well, y'all stop saying free blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know they did it. Like, why are we saying free them? Like, stop that.
Yeah. I feel you.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I battle with it each and every day. And I'm just like, all right, Kareem, we're in a day and age, people will take one thing and post it and be like, this is what he said. So my mom said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
Man, that's hard. It's hard out here.
It is. I just swipe and be like,
Yeah. You know what? I do feel that way sometimes. I want to create an account. Remember the Mad Rapper? When the Mad Rapper was dissing, I want to be like a Mad comment.
Absolutely.
And just be like, you's trash.
You are trash. Exactly. Yeah. You still naked and you ain't married?
Oh. You know what? They were like, you're slut shaming. I was like, I'm not slut shaming.
Nope.
I feel like if you got naked on Instagram and you only got 12 likes, It didn't work.
It did not work. You may want to rethink that.
And your followers didn't go up. You showed your ass for nothing.
Yeah, and be clothed at this point now.
And you didn't do that because you was trying to promote body positivity.
Right.
You was trying to get likes.
Exactly.
I feel like we need to be able to tell the truth.
Yeah, for sure. I think so too.
So I want to hear what you have to say about this while we're talking about you. This is segment is called Shoulda Kept That. Right?
Okay.
So people write in, they send these stories. I'm 37 and single, no kids, good job, all the things. I saw this amazingly beautiful woman at the post office. I was immediately smitten. So I go up to her and asked her name. We were having a great conversation. She asked me my age and about kids. So I told her. She said she had 2 kids, which I wasn't tripping about. Then she said she was 62. I said, damn. She was not happy. Now, I would have smashed mama, but she was done after that. Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah, I definitely would have. He could have kept that. He could have switched that damn like, damn, you look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Instead of just saying, damn.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I wouldn't have said that. I wouldn't have. I just would have like, I mean, for an older woman to look that good, of course, the first thing you're gonna say, man, you really look amazing. I would have said, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Oh, nice.
I thought you were probably at least 40.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably why this person probably didn't get no
Exactly.
Actually, I said dick because I'm thinking about myself. Sorry. I'm human.
Hilarious.
But I mean, I don't know. Damn could have gone anyway. Damn could have been like, damn.
That's what I'm saying. You could have said, damn, girl, you look amazing. Not just damn.
Yeah. You're such a good actor. Like you just delivered in both ways. You was like,
you know what I mean? So there's ways of covering it up. But yeah, you just gotta be very conscious of that.
Man. Okay, so this is called Say It With Your Chest.
Okay.
This is how we get to know you a little better. So smash or pass, escape rooms.
Pass.
Would you rather coffee or tea?
Coffee. And I'm not even a coffee drinker. But it gives me a euphoric feeling.
Yeah, that caffeine is real. How old were you when you made your first TV appearance or movie appearance? Yeah.
Ooh, I was 13.
Wow.
Boys in the Hood.
One of the kids.
Yep.
You know what? In the Kendrick video, did you see the little boy in the
that was for Menace to Society.
That was for Menace to see. I ain't from LA.
That whole video is like, if you're from LA, you'll get it.
Yes.
And it was just interesting to where people were making these reaction videos and they were just making it more than what it was. And I
like
was
what?
just
Like what?
One dude, the freeway, he was like, that's Washington. And I'm screaming like, no, you idiot, this Wilmington.
Hey.
And then
there's a white guy that did a whole breakdown.
Yeah, and they're just like, oh, there's all these Easter eggs in this. And I'm just like, it's LA culture. And if you're not from LA, you won't understand it.
Yeah. I thought it was beautiful that he paid, tribute to the Cholos.
I mean, that's a LA thing, the Bay Area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh, yeah, they did. The hyphy. It was really cute.
You know what I mean? So,
I love that song and I love that video. Fight or flight, 15 gizmos, not gremlins, but gizmos. You fighting? You getting down or what?
Yeah, because when you put water on them, they do pop up. They pop out.
They pop out.
They pop out. So yeah, I gotta throw them from the shoulders.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's an LA person right there.
Thing,
gotta throw in from the shoulders.
Show from the shoulders.
What would you say to your favorite teacher if you had something to say?
Oh wow. Thank you, Miss Morris, for your patience.
You can look into the camera and tell her.
Thank you, Mrs. Morris, for your patience, and for your words of encouragement. Thank you. And I saw Miss Morris at the Taste of Soul.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And every time I hadn't seen her in a while, so when I saw her, I always say thank you. And I gave her a hug, and she was like, "I'm so proud of you." So I was like, "Hey, it's your words of encouragement and your patience That's a part of who I am. Thank you. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, my teachers, I don't know. Every time we ask somebody that question, they just light up. But you get to see your teacher.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Exactly.
What's the dream job?
Ooh, I mean, listen, I'm in my purpose. I'm living my dream job. I'm on a show we are shooting our 7th season right now.
Yeah.
Which rare in television. Period. You know what I mean? And on top of that, I was only supposed to do 2 episodes.
Oh, wow.
So here we are, 7 seasons, a whole situation. So I am literally living in my dream right now of just, being able to go to work and play.
Yeah, your character got to evolve on the show.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's like a soap opera. Like when you watch the people and they're there, we hope it doesn't. They got spin-offs, all this.
And I mean, it's based on a true story.
It is.
You know what I mean? So the beauty, and it's shot in LA, and you see people of color. You know what I'm saying?
And the showrunner, the creators of Black Women.
Nkechi Okoro. She's an amazing showrunner. She also has Found on NBC. Which is, I think, up for Critics' Choice Awards.
Yeah, with Shanola.
So, the show is grounded in, it's Los Angeles. It's Los Angeles culture. And,
that's beautiful.
And I think it just gives people a glimpse to say, hey, it doesn't matter if you're in Beverly Hills or Crenshaw. We all kind of share some commonality.
We all get pulled over by the cops.
We all get pulled over by the cops, exactly. But yeah, I'm really I think the dream job for me is I'm doing it right now.
Nice.
So yeah.
Are you? Do you do stage work? Do you do plays?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my foundation. So for literally a period of time when I wasn't booking, by the grace of God, I was able to get into a theater group and do plays out here. So I've done 1, 2, maybe about 5 plays. 2 of them won NAACP Theater Awards. So, but yeah, I love the stage. And then I just did one during the strike. I was able to perform at the Wilshire E-Bill with Don B. Welch Productions. So, that was good to be able to still get on that stage while we were at this, the strike.
That's great.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite actor?
Oh, wow. I was just having this conversation. Oh, man. I love Jeffrey Wright. Like, he's an amazing, he's a chameleon.
He is.
And then, Samuel L. Jackson, Denzel Washington, Meryl Streep, Viola, those are just the ones off the top,
I love watching Denzel Washington's current state of just popping out right now in the media, because I never really saw him do that.
And he's been doing a lot of black media.
Yeah.
He's been doing a lot of black press, which is amazing. And for me as an actor, I'm still a student of the game, so I would literally spend hours on hours just on YouTube looking at interviews of my favorite actors. You know what I'm saying? Him, and just trying to figure out their process and what was it like and things of that nature, and things that I learned from just recent, like with Denzel, is you have your you earn, you learn, and you return. And I literally posted a couple of weeks ago as I'm in my learning and earning phase of my life right now as an actor. So
that's beautiful. I'm earning his goals.
Yes.
For me.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I've been learning for a long time. I need to get paid for it.
Exactly. I mean, but it's in this business, the higher you go, there's always different levels to it. You know what I mean? And right now I'm just learning a lot.
Well, I want to give you your flowers, though. It's inspiring to watch you work and to see you evolve and grow and show up in spaces and not just representing Los Angeles, but just
Yeah.
you being there is inspiring to a lot of people who are
Thank you.
watching you.
Thank you.
And I always get happy when I see you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I hated your sister on All American. Is that your
Oh
sister?
no, you talking about
What's her name? Erica Peoples plays the character. who I
so yeah,
made.
she was my baby mama.
Your baby mama. That's who it
Yeah.
was. You know, I haven't watched it in a minute because, like I told you, I don't like one person on that show. But I have to go back because I really like the show.
Yeah.
How do people find you? How do people find out?
Yeah,
How to reach with-
I'm
how to reach-
Kareem Grimes all across the board. I don't have no sugar daddy nightstick _69. I don't. It's just Kareem Grimes on all platforms, and February 3rd we premiere for season 7 of All American.
Oh, congratulations!
And then we start production for season 2 of the Vince Staples Show in January. So maybe by summertime we'll be out. And I've been doing a lot of voiceovers too. So you may hear me on a Taco Bell commercial and a video game soon. I can't tell you what the video game is because they got me under contract, but it's a video game.
He just flexed on us.
I mean, you asked. Listen. You asked what I had going on.
Sometimes you just gotta pop out.
Sometimes you just gotta pop out.
That's a LA thing
It
right
is.
now forever.
It is for real.
Well, thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you.
I'm
I
very
appreciate
happy
it.
that you made it. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you here at Say What You Mean. We want to invite you to follow us on social media at SWYM Pod on all social media platforms. If you are listening, please hit the subscribe button if you're on Spotify or Apple. If you are watching, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to give us your rating and your review. And we will see you next time on Say What You Mean.